Cleveland, Ohio, May 27. Cleveland Indians outfielder Greg Allen, 1, tosses his bat as his drive clears the right field wall for a game-winning walk-off home run in the 14th inning of the Major League Baseball game between the Houston Astros and Cleveland Indians on May 27, 2018, at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland defeated Houston 10-9 in 14 innings. Photo by Frank Jansky, Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. At Call to the Pen, we want to ensure every MLB team is getting coverage, and that you're well informed as the reader. As part of that, we will be including a daily piece into our collection with all of the night's scores in the major leagues, the top performers in the minors, the minor league schedules, and a bit of history, birthdays at the very end. Without further ado, let's begin. MLB scores: Atlanta Braves 7, Boston Red Sox 1 in Boston. Mike Foltynewicz was excellent for the Braves as the Atlanta offense attacked Boston ace Chris Sale with a pair of 3-run innings. New York Yankees 3, Los Angeles 1 in New York. The Yankees put up 3 runs in the third inning and made it stand up at home on Sunday behind an excellent start from starter Masahiro Tanaka, who struck out 8 over 6 and 2/3 innings. Tampa Bay Rays 8, Baltimore Orioles 3 in Tampa Bay. The Orioles jumped out with 3 runs in the first inning on Sergio Romo, but 2 Rays pitchers followed Romo and combined for 8 and 2/3 innings of shutout ball as the Rays offense was able to pile on Kevin Gausman. Detroit Tigers 3, Chicago White Sox 2 in Detroit. The Tigers were able to get a brilliant performance from Blaine Hardy to defeat the White Sox, and a very good start from James Shields. Cleveland Indians 10, Houston Astros 9, 14 innings in Cleveland. An incredible game featured a 6-run 8th inning by the Astros before the Indians scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th. The teams exchanged runs in the 13th innings before Greg Allen hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 14th inning. Washington Nationals 5, Miami Marlins 2 in Miami. The Nationals got an incredible start from Steven Strasburg, who kept the Marlins off the board for 5 innings but tallied too many pitches, striking out 8 in those 5 innings. St. Louis Cardinals 6, Pittsburgh Pirates 4 in Pittsburgh. The Cardinals put up a first-inning run, but then the Pirates took a 4-1 lead into the 7th inning when ace Jamison Taylor tired and the Pirate bullpen couldn't pick him up, leading to 5 Cardinal runs between the 7th and 8th innings. Toronto Blue Jays 5, Philadelphia Phillies 3 in Philadelphia. The Phillies could only strike once against Yahap, and it wasn't enough as the Jays were able to put up runs on 3 different Phillies pitchers. Milwaukee Brewers 8, New York Mets 7 in Milwaukee. The Brewers rallied multiple times, finally taking the lead for good with 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kansas City Royals 5, Texas Rangers 3 in Texas. The Royals jumped out early on Cole Hamels, scoring all 5 of their runs in the first 3 innings, and then they were able to hold off the Rangers' rally in the 7th inning. Colorado Rockies 8, Cincinnati Reds 2 in Colorado. After 2 excellent starts with the Reds, his third start was not as successful for Matt Harvey, as he gave up 4 runs over 5 and a third innings. The Rockies hit 4 home runs. Oakland Athletics 2, Arizona Diamondbacks 1 in Oakland. The Diamondbacks continued their slump, once the top record in the NL, and falling to .500 with the loss to the Athletics Sunday as the A's were able to best veteran Zach Greinke. Seattle Mariners 3, Minnesota Twins 1 in Seattle. A well-pitched game was lost in the bottom of the 8th inning on a 2-run double by Ryan Healy. Los Angeles Dodgers 6, San Diego Padres 1 in Los Angeles. Walker Buehler was absolutely dominant for the Dodgers over the Padres, striking out 8 over 7 innings. Chris Taylor led the offense with a pair of hits, including a double, scoring a pair of runs. Chicago Cubs 8, San Francisco Giants 3 in Chicago. Both the Giants and Cubs put up 3 runs in the very first inning, but that is all the Cubs would give the Giants, while Chicago's offense was able to put up 2 more big innings to secure the Sunday night win. Sunday standouts. Carlos Gonzalez had a perfect day at the plate for Colorado on Sunday. He went 4-4 with a pair of runs and a pair of RBI, knocking out his 5th home run of the year. To defeat the Minnesota Twins and an exceptional pitching performance from Jose Barrios, Mike Leake had to be a wizard on the mound for the Seattle Mariners on Sunday. He tossed 8 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits and no walks, striking out 2 other hitters. Jesus Aguilar, Mill, 2-3, 2 4 RBI, for Greg Allen, Klee, 2-5 2 RBI, BB, 2B, for Albert Almora Jr., CHC, 3-5 2 RBI. Jacob deGrom is one of the scheduled starters for the Mets. Page 2. Over the course of a doubleheader on Sunday, Buffalo's Richard Arania had a pair of excellent games, combining for a 5-8 line with 4 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, a home run, and a walk. Pawtucket's William Cuevas battled through for an excellent start on Sunday, going 7 scoreless innings, allowing 2 hits and 2 walks, striking out 6 other hitters. Cristian Adames, New Orleans, 2-4, HR, 2 RBI, BB Willie Adames, Durham, 3-4 Eddie Alvarez, Charlotte, 3-4, R, 2-2B, 2 Brian Court, Iowa, 1-3, HR, 2 BB Irving Falou, Syracuse, 3-4, R, 2 RBI, BB Drew Ferguson, Fresno, 1-1, 3B Broman Fields, Buffalo, 2 Colby Allard, Gwinnett, 7 IP, 6H, 2R, 2BB, 2K Manny Banuelos, Oklahoma City, 5 IP, 4H, 1R, 2BB, 6 Kenyel de Los Santos, Lehigh Valley, 6 IP, 1H, 1R, 5BB, 7 Cronus Elias, Tacoma, 6 2/3 IP, 1H, 0R, 3BB, 3 Giovanni Gallardo, Round Rock, 6 IP, 6H, 3R, 0BB, 9 Costin Gomer, Memphis, 6 IP, 5H, 0R, 2BB, 6K Jeff Hoffman, Albuquerque, 5 2/3 IP, 6H, 1R, 3BB, 7K Jose Lopez, Louisville, 6 IP, 4H, 0R, 1BB, 3K Trent Thornton, Fresno, 6 IP, 3H, 2R, 2BB, 8K Monday's AAA game to watch. Dwayne Underwood looks to continue his excellent work to open the season for Iowa as the Cubs host New Orleans. AAA International League. Indianapolis Indians at Charlotte Knights, Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs at Pawtucket, Sox, Columbus Clippers at Gwinnett, Stripers, Durham Bulls at Louisville, Bat Syracuse, Chiefs at Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Rail Riders, Buffalo Bisons at Rochester, Red Wings, Norfolk Tides at Toledo, Mud Hens, Reno Aces at Salt Lake, Bees, Colorado Springs, Sky Sox at Memphis, Redbirds, New Orleans. Baby Cakes at Iowa, Cubs, Round Rock Express at Omaha, Storm Chasers, Oklahoma City Dodgers at Nashville Sounds, Tacoma Rainiers at Las Vegas, 51s Albuquerque Isotopes at Sacramento, River Cats El Paso Chihuahuas at Fresno, Grizzlies after a rough start to the season. Mississippi outfielder Travis Demeritte has had a tremendous season. He continued on Sunday, tattooing 2 balls for a double and a home run, driving in 3 runs and scoring twice while also drawing a walk. Bowie's Keegan is having the type of season that could lead to him jumping up the top 100 lists at the end of the season if he isn't already in the Major League rotation. On Sunday, Akin went 7 scoreless innings, allowing 2 hits and a walk, striking out 10 other hitters of note. Stephen Dalame, Altoona, 203, HR, 2 RBI, B. Bruce Caldwell, Trenton, 1-2, R, RBI, 2 BB, SB. Zach Collins, Birmingham, 2-4, 2-2B, BB. Dylan Davis, Richmond, 3-4, 2R, 2BHR, SB. Joe DiCarlo, Arkansas, 2-4, 2R, 2B, Ryu's Neil Diaz. 2 very talented starters with opposite results thus far at the AA level, as Trenton's Trevor Stephan has struggled in his short AA time while Erie's Bo Burrows has pitched to a 2.61 ERA so far in 2018. AA Eastern League. Altoona Curve at Harrisburg, Senators Bowie Bay Sox at Binghamton, Rumble Pawnees Richmond, Flying Squirrels at Akron, Rubber Ducks Reading Fightin' Phils at Portland, Sea Dogs Trenton Thunder at Erie, Seawolf Shartford Yard Goats at New Hampshire, Fisher Cats AA Southern League. Off Dam Texas League off-day pitch 3. Anderson Tejada had a tremendous doubleheader for Down East on Sunday, combining to go 6 for 8 with a double, 3 home runs, 5 runs scored, 6 runs driven in, and a walk. Rancho Cucamonga has been getting excellent pitching of late, and Dean Kramer certainly continued that on Sunday as he tossed 6 scoreless innings, allowing no hits and just a single walk as he struck out 10 hitters. Other hitters: Albert Bauer, Bradenton, 2-3, 3R, 2B, HR, 3 RBI, BB Jacob Boziokovic, Lancaster, 2-3, 3 RBI, BBW Vladimir Galindo, Myrtle Beach, 2-4, R, 2-2B, 2 Barani Gideon, Carolina, 1-2, HR, 2BB Derek Hill, Lakeland, 1-1, R, 2BB, SB Keston Hill, 5 IP, 2H, 0R, 0BB, 6K Stephen Bruce, Down East, 6 IP, 4H, 0R, 1BB, 2 Quill Crow, Potomac, 6 IP, 5H, 0R, 1BB, 5 Kemerson Martinez, Down East, 7 IP, 6H, 3R, 0BB, 3 Kadaran McCon, Modesto, 8 1/3 IP. San Jose Giants host Visalia at 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday. California League Inland Empire 66ers at Lancaster, Jethawks Lake Elsinore at Rancho Cucamonga, Quakes Visalia Rawhide at San Jose Giants, Modesto Nuts at Stockton, Port Salem Red Sox at Wilmington, Blue Rocks Frederick Keys at Down East, Wood Ducks Myrtle Beach, Pelicans at Carolina, Mudcats Lynchburg, Hillcats at Bowie's Creek, Astros Winston-Salem Dash at Potomac. He had a double, triple, home run, and 2 walks on the day. Greenville's Denyi Reyes was already having a breakout season before Sunday, but Sunday's performance certainly has pulled a lot of eyes his way. He threw a complete game shutout, allowing just 3 hits and no walks, striking out 8 other hitters: Britt Boswell, Asheville, 3-4, Sabulis Cantu, Lake County, 2-3 HR, B. Brian De La Cruz, Quad Cities, 2-2, R, RBI, 3 BB Craig Didolo, Canapolis, 2-4, 2R, 2B, HR, 3 B. Eduardo Diaz, Kane County, R, 2B RBI, BB Kervin Suarez, Greenville, 2-4, 2R, 2-2B, Ray Nick Thurman, Clinton, 1-3, 2B RBI, 2BB Taylor Walls, Bowling Green, 4-5, R, 2 Jalen Washington, Fort Wayne, 1-2, R, 2B, 2B Brother pitchers: Jeff Bain, Kane County, 5 2/3 IP, West League Fort Wayne Tin Caps at Lansing Lugnuts, Great Lakes Loons at Lake County, Captains Dating Dragons at Bowling Green, Hot Rods West Michigan, Whitecaps at South Bend, Cubs Beloit Snappers at Burlington Bees, Clinton Lumber Kings at Cedar Rapids, Colonels Wisconsin Timber Rattlers at Kane County, Cougars Peoria Chiefs at Quad Cities, River Bandits South Atlantic League, Charleston River Dogs at Hickory, Crawdads Lexington Legends at Asheville, Tourists Kannapolis Intimidators at West Virginia, Power Greensboro Grasshoppers at Hagerstown, Suns Greenville Drive at Columbia, Fireflies Rum Braves at Augusta, Green Jackets Lakewood, Blue Claws at Delmarva, Shorebirds. Page 4, original caption, Warren Giles, president of the National League, gestures as he looks over reports of the riot that took place during the second game of the July 18th doubleheader between the Cardinals and the Phillies. Giles examined the reports prior to a meeting with umpires, managers and players involved in the disputed game. One of the most well-known game officials in history, Warren Giles is the only Hall of Famer born today. Giles was born in 1896 and passed away in 1979, the same year he was elected into the Hall of Fame. Giles loved the rough-and-tumble nature of the game, with one of his most attributed quotes being the following: "The easiest way to kill interest in baseball is to make it fancy, a dressy sport. Baseball prospers in an atmosphere of relaxation, a picnic type of background." Giles served as the general manager of the Cincinnati Reds from 1936 to 1951, and was selected as the National League president and served in that role from 1951 to 1969. Active MLB players born today: Justin Bour, Craig Kimbrell Moore from Call to the Pen. Yankees and Senators played the first games under lights in their respective stadiums 5 years apart on this day. In 1941, the teams played the first such game at Griffin Stadium, and in 1946, the teams played the first illuminated game at Yankee Stadium. Road team won both contests. On this day in 1951, Willie Mays picked up his first hit, a home run that was estimated to travel at least 450 feet, off of Hall of Fame lefty Warren Spahn. Mays had started his MLB career without a hit in his first dozen at-bats. West Coast baseball becomes a reality on this day in 1957 as the National League owners vote unanimously to grant permission for the Dodgers and Giants to relocate. True playoffs are created on this day in 1968, as the American League votes to divide into two divisions beginning in 1969. This would eventually lead to a change in the format of the playoffs, as the National League also adopted the change, creating the first time that the World Series was not the only postseason baseball. Check back each day for another rundown of your daily dose of scores, notes, and a touch of history from MLB.